Alright, this is the southpaw problem. You're both leading on mirror image sides, him with his right, me with my left. And what that does is, you get this interruption on the jabbing side. So your jab is much more difficult to work through for both of you. And also the lead hook is more difficult because you're clashing into this space. You can't get close enough to set it up, which puts all of the emphasis really on that power hand, that power rear hand. And because you're both trying to keep clear of each other's extended long jab, which is closer to your face than it would be in an orthodox or a southpaw, because it's closer, you end up standing further back to stay out of range, which means it's even harder to get this power hand all the way down to the other guy's face. And that's essentially the problem, the southpaw orthodox problem, that you're both trying with the same rear power to land an extra long shot on each other. If you want to avoid that, you can't use the same types of shoulder technique that you would use to avoid the cross in an orthodox situation or a southpaw situation. That shot coming down the line could be a cross, it could be a hook. You don't really know what's going to happen, and if you try and use your shoulder, it's coming round the side here, it's coming down there. It's a problem. It's really difficult to stop that southpaw rear hand because you don't know the angle it's coming from. So you've got two problems. It's really difficult for you to get your rear hand all the way across, and you're also very vulnerable to their rear hand. This is the problem. And to counter that problem, I can't go to this side to slip into this side so I've got that space here to work, because that puts me right in the center and right in the danger zone of his rear power. So both of you will probably attempt to get the blind side position. So stay there. From the blind side position, I avoid his lead hand, and it brings me close enough to land my rear hand power. So my objective is to get my front foot on the outside of his front foot and thus take myself into the blind side, which takes me out of the way of his power and his lead hand and makes it much easier for me to bring my rear hand in because I've stepped closer on the outside. So that's essentially the whole dynamic of southpaw orthodox.
There you go.